What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is May 1st, which is crazy. Time's flying by, prep's flying by. Now we're 7 and 9 weeks out, which is even crazy to say. Can't even believe it. But we're getting closer and closer week by week. I'm starting to feel really good physique-wise, which is awesome. And I just wanted to start this video off by saying thank you guys for the insane support. You know, YouTube is something I started like a couple months ago, was really inconsistent, started uploading consistently maybe 2 months ago or something. And I appreciate you guys like tuning in every week and enjoying what I'm putting out there. I know I'm not the loudest guy or the most controversial guy, but it is nice to know that you guys are enjoying the videos. I've gotten so much positive feedback and things I should improve on and stuff, which is awesome too, because I'm not perfect at this, man. I'm still learning. So I edit all this stuff myself. I don't pay anybody to edit. I do it all myself. And also, you know, I just joined Raw and Revive about a month ago, and the support has been crazy, man. You guys have been running the code up like crazy. I cannot thank you enough. As you know, using my codes for RawGear, Raw and Revive, GymReapers, you name it, all that directly supports me and allows me to just keep dream chasing. So I'm well aware that, you know, without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. And I just want to make sure you guys know I'm beyond grateful for it, and thank you. Just wanted to start the video off by saying thank you. But this week we're just going to do a sit-down Q&A. I posted a couple stickers on my Instagram story and asked people to ask me questions. And I'm just going to be answering your guys' questions today. Pretty simple. I know it's not a physique update or anything like that, but yeah, this is what we got for today. So let's start off by just getting right into it. What do you wish you knew years in advance when it comes to being disciplined / meal prepping? I guess I just wish I wish I acknowledged that I didn't know everything. My theory for the longest time was that how is anybody going to know my body better than me? So I learned just by doing tons of research about diet and exercise, thought I knew everything about everything, and I think that really hindered my progress in the beginning, as opposed to just being a full-blown student of the game, being open-minded, taking more constructive criticism from people that I did respect. I did like here and there, but I kind of pick and chose. And then I hired a coach finally after competing 3 times. I hired a coach, and it changed everything for me, man. Like my programming changed a ton, my diet changed a ton, and my outlook on what needs to be done to improve changed a ton. And I think, you know, more or less people are afraid to invest in a coach. I know obviously coaches aren't cheap, but at the same time, think about it as like you're investing in your future, you're investing in your health. If you're able to spend $5 a day, let's say at Starbucks, and then another $3 a day getting energy drinks a few times a week, you know, when you add that all up every month, it's going to be what the cost of a personal trainer is. All those little sunk costs or little like spending leaks, it's going to add up to being able to afford to invest in yourself. And at least for me, my physique made leaps and bounds when I hired a coach and I trusted him. So I'm still with him to this day. Now I've competed 4 times with him, and year by year, man, I just keep improving. So I think just acknowledging that I don't know everything, and patience is key. Take my time. There's no rush to be this guy or that guy or a pro or whatever the case may be. You have to pay your dues. There's no shortcuts in this game. Like if you want to have a great physique, I don't care who you are, you're not going to get it overnight. So you're just going to have to be comfortable with taking the time to do so. Think more long term than needing something and wanting something right now and having instant gratification, because that will come, and the payoff is going to feel so much better when you do take years and years and years to hone in and develop a physique that you're really proud of. Have fun too, I guess, you know, just having fun with it. There were some times where when I was on prep or things like that in the very beginning, I'd be so stressed. My whole life revolved around it. And I think just acknowledging that I'm choosing to do it because I love to do it, and not losing sight of that, of my whys and why am I doing it and how come I love it, and remembering that and not just being like, oh, boo-hoo, poor me. All those things would have helped me, I think, a little bit sooner, but in general, I'm kind of happy with the way I went through things because I learned so much doing them the ways I did do them. So I guess that kind of is what it is. Okay, the next question is, with you and Kaylin having large platforms, How does that affect the dynamic of your relationship? Jealousy, insecurities, things like that. To be honest with you, so luckily we grew up just coincidentally, we grew up a couple miles apart, small town. We got to know each other before any of this. I mean, it's sort of weird, but we met, then like all this stuff kind of happened at the same time. Individually, our stuff grew, and then people were so supportive of us being together. That was also just a huge benefit to the both of us as well. But I think because that happened, and because we had nothing when we were still like into each other, then it all kind of exploded from there. I think we had this base and foundation in the beginning that like we're gonna be as transparent and open as possible, talk about everything, have very clear communication about anything that's going on, just so that there is no insecurities or jealousies or questioning or wondering. We've built such a strong foundation of trust. We don't go through each other's shit. It's very healthy. It's very healthy, which has been awesome. And I really do think, although we both do have large platforms and we do get attention from a lot of people, I've had instances where the person I was dating treated me horribly, was manipulative, was really jealous, would ask to go through all my stuff. So I don't think it's necessarily the social media or the attention. I think it's the person and the trust you have in them, and the respect that they give you. A lot of days, people only talk about like what you're getting from your partner. I mean, you need to give your partner so much respect and space and honesty and loyalty, and then from there, if you have a strong foundation and really strong communication skills, you can really do anything and not be fazed by it. So our platforms are big, yeah, but there's nothing that phases me. And I just honestly, like, I know social media can have such a negative effect on me mentally. So I don't I don't go check on her posts and then go scroll through the comments. I don't go and look for anything that would make me upset, because one, she can't control who's commenting on her shit. So there's no reason for me to be upset. And two, these people, one, they might not even know she's dating anybody, or two, they don't even know me. And they're never going to meet her. And we moved across the country together. We sleep in the same bed together every night. So, like, I'm happy, I'm healthy, everything's good, we're happy, we're healthy. And that's kind of what we focus on, is just each other and giving each other respect. And we trust each other. We make sure we're able to talk about anything, anytime, anywhere. And that way, we stay solid. I mean, we're so solid. So I guess the dynamic for us is no different than it was a year ago when we had no followers, man. It's just a solid relationship. Healthy. Healthy is a good way to put it. Let's get on to the next one. The next one says, do you eat mustard for the taste, or is there some secret benefit to it? In all honesty, like anybody who's prepped, I'm sure, like I have people who watch my videos that have competed before. You really you look for anything possible to make your food taste better. You're eating the same thing like every day for months on end. So if you're eating chicken and rice, for instance, with some veggies every day, you're going to want to get new seasonings, new sauces, things like that. Well, mustard has 0 calories, so I can put it on like any meal and make it taste different than just bland chicken or bland beef, or whatever the case may be. So I'm really into seasonings. That's why I've been like hardcore telling you guys you got to get the Kinder seasonings. Not sponsored or anything. It's just so good, and I want the world to know. But Kinder's, I get all the different flavors by Kinder's, and I get mustard. I just slap it on everything, man. 0 calories is the main reason I get it. I'm sure there's like health benefits as well. Actually, I'm positive there is, but that's not really the reason I eat it. I eat it because it's calorie free, baby, and I'm prep. We love that. So, all right, that was quick. Let's go to the next one. It says, if you were to stand next to Chris and Ramon in yours, do you think you have a chance? Man, that's a great question. It's wild because I think people expect me to be like, yeah, I do. Realistically now, no, I don't think I do right now. Do I think I have good genetics? Yes. I don't really know what my full genetic potential is yet. This last off season was by far the best and like most adherent I've ever been to an off season diet. So from last year to this year has been the biggest amount of change in my physique, because I actually like stuck hardcore to an off season diet. This was only my first time really doing that well. I've done it a million times, but it always falls apart, or I'm just eating bullshit. So this last year was the first year where I really adhered to a diet. But secondly, these guys are at the very top of their weight caps in the pro division. So like C-Bum can be 240 because he's over 6'1". Like as an amateur right now, I'm not pro. My weight cap is 220 for my height. I'm 6'1", but I'm not over 6'1", so it's 220. I'll likely be right around 220, maybe 218 by the time this is all said and done. And then if I do go pro, the weight cap bumps up 10 pounds. So then my weight cap would be 230 if I was a pro. And I think from now till 230, if I was able to put on another 12 pounds of muscle, I do think I would be a competitive pro. Do I think I would stand a chance against them? I'm not quite sure. I don't think C-Bum has any worry in the world about me, you know, and I don't think he should be. There's so much work that has to be done. So thoughts like that don't really cross my mind. The only thing that does cross my mind is me trying to be the best version of myself as absolute possible. And if that allows me to get to a stage where I'm standing up next to those guys, then awesome. But if not, it kind of is what it is. But I'm willing to do whatever it takes to max my potential and see where I stand amongst the best people in the world. So do I stand a chance right now? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'll make that abundantly clear. No. They would destroy me. I have so much work to do. A lot of weak points I need to bring up and things, but I do think someday I will be a very competitive pro. I'm not big on talking like that and speaking those things, but you know, at the end of the day, I am like pretty confident in myself, but I'd rather just do it and then talk about it, show you guys, as opposed to just say what I'm going to do, because it just seems fraudulent to say, yeah, I can do this, and then I've never done it. So I guess I don't know, but we will see. And hopefully you guys can follow along the journey, man, from me being an amateur, hopefully to a pro, hopefully to eventually someday getting on that Olympia stage. It'd be incredible. It'd be incredible, man. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. The next one says, when are you coming to LA to train at Zoo Culture? That's a great question. And in general, I think this year, so I'm hunkered down now because I'm in the tail end of prep. I have 7 weeks and 9 weeks to compete. And I think after that, a huge goal of mine this year is to legitimately collaborate with other fitness people in the space that I talk to all the time. Actually go out, meet everybody, travel a bunch, check out different gyms. I want to get on podcasts and things like that. I really want to like work on, one, I'm really shy and I'm reserved. So like doing big social things makes me very anxious. It's something I've battled like my whole life. It's just the way I am. I carry myself in a way that maybe might not seem to be the case, but like I'll get physically sick before going to social gatherings because my anxiety is so bad. So I really want to like test my boundaries, get outside my comfort zone, bounce around the country, meet a bunch of new people, make new friends. And so with that being said, hopefully at probably the end of summer, I'll come out to Zoo Culture. I'd love to meet Bradley finally and stuff like that. So I will be there no matter what. But when I do go, I will make sure I announce it. So whoever's in the area can come through and meet me and kick it. That'd be nice. That's the cool thing, that I have been to a couple places, and being able to meet people in person is very cool, man. Like, all the anxiety and stuff aside, as soon as I get there and I start meeting people that are telling me their life stories or saying that they're motivated by me or whatever the case may be, man, it makes my whole day. I love it so much. So I'll let you guys know when I start bouncing around. But give me another like 2 months. Let me wrap up these preps and then I'll let you guys know. Okay, next question is, in your free time, what games do you play? Do you have an Xbox or PlayStation? I got myself and my brother a PS5 for Christmas. So I've been playing that a lot. I played the Harry Potter game. I beat that game. And then it came with God of War, so I've been playing that here and there, just kind of chipping away at that game. But mainly I play Call of Duty. I love Warzone. I like Rebirth a lot, so I've been grinding that. I would love to stream, but I'm so bad. I'm like really bad. I play all the time, but I'm really bad. You guys would just be like, what the hell am I watching? But there is, I do want to set up times or dates where I could hop on and play with some of you guys that play. Maybe you guys can carry me, because I think that'd be fun, a fun way to interact with some of you who also like gaming and things like that. So if you guys play Call of Duty, let me know. And it's cross-platform, so you could have Xbox, you could have PS4. Doesn't matter. I could still play with you. So if you do, let me know in the comments, and let's see what we can get together. Maybe I can get a squad of you guys carrying me to a couple wins or something like that. That was just a quick and easy one, but I just wanted to let you guys know what games I play, because I love gaming so much. Next question is, what's the biggest lie you've heard about the gym before starting and realizing it was a myth later on? In the very, very beginning, like I learned very quickly, but in the very, very beginning, someone had told me that fat turns to muscle and muscle turns to fat. So like he had told me that if I bulk, I could dirty bulk, just get as big as humanly possible, and then when I cut, that fat will turn into muscle. And a lot of people still believe that, surprisingly. They're two completely separate things. If you're deciding to bulk, do not dirty bulk, do not get fat as hell. There's no reason to put on an absurd amount of body fat because it's just gonna make your cut so much longer. And you're probably like hindering your actual progress because you're just eating a bunch of junk food and your body's not responding well to it. So early on, I did like a little dirty bulk, like in the very beginning. I didn't let myself get too big, but I quickly realized fat does not turn into muscle and muscle does not turn into fat. They're two different things. So yeah, don't fall for that trap, guys. The way you're gonna lose body fat is eating in a caloric deficit. If you want to gain muscle, you're gonna eat in a caloric surplus. And you want to structure your macros so that way you're minimizing the fat gain on a bulk and you're just focusing on feeding your muscles and giving yourself enough energy to recover and grow. If you're on a cut, same thing. You want to structure your macros so you're focusing on fat loss and you're preventing as much muscle loss as humanly possible. So if you guys have no idea what you're doing, I also offer coaching services. So you could reach out via email or you could reach out on Instagram about coaching. I can get you all squared away. But in general, that's the way it works. And in the beginning, I thought, oh, I can get really fat and then just turn it all into muscle and I'll be huge. And I was wrong. So don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, last question is, hearing that you come from so little, was there a mental block knowing that you were capable of achieving more? I'm assuming it's because maybe this person feels sort of trapped in a certain place or something, but yeah, it was, man. Like, I remember graduating high school and just thinking like, oh, well, school's not for me. I'm not smart because I didn't have college educated parents. I didn't have anybody in my family that went to like a big school. So I sort of just convinced myself like, yeah, my family just doesn't really do that. We're not like that. We're not able to do that. And I always grew up with this like famine mentality because it was so wishy-washy with money all the time. There would be, weeks where we had a lot of food and things, and then there would be weeks where I'm making melted cheese on a plate because it's all we got left in the fridge. And there was a lot of things in my head that just felt normal because it was the norm growing up. And I think realizing I could do more just came from seeing other people succeed. Luckily, we have the internet, so I like hearing somebody that I don't even know who says they've been through X, Y, Z, they had it worse than me, whatever the case may be, that they made it out and they have a life that they're proud of and it's full of abundance and love and healthy relationships and good friends and things like that. Seeing that it's possible definitely reframed my brain like, oh, okay, like you can do this. And it's not just a predetermined outcome because that's the way it's been my whole life. There's choices I can make. Instead of telling myself I'm just not smart, I shouldn't go to school, I ended up going back to school eventually. It was a money thing too. I couldn't afford to go to school, but I went back to school and 4-pointed my first semester back. And all that really was one was effort, and two, just telling myself I could and I'm capable and I am smart and I am worthy. And 4-pointed my first semester back in college. Second semester 4-pointed. Transferred to Michigan State University. 4-pointed all through there. Got into their business college. Studied finance. And then when I was 16 or something like that, I would have just never thought that was possible. And that I wasn't smart enough and I wasn't built for something like that. I thought I was either going to get a blue-collar job, I was going to be a cop, or I was going to join the military. And I had this pipe dream of being like some business guy someday. But I just knew like, it's not realistic. I don't even know a single thing about it. And all it took was just being able to say like, yeah, you can. And how about you really try hard and see what you're actually capable of. And that translates into everything, man. Training and things for years and years now. It's a very similar process where I could limit myself and be like, well, I just don't have the discipline to eat well. And, well, I guess I just go 3 times a week because that feels comfortable to me. Or you can go, well, hold up. 3 times a week now is feeling easy. I'm feeling a little bit better because I'm eating better. Like, let's see if we do a little bit more. Now let's try to go 4 times a week. let's try to track our food Monday through Friday and take the weekends off. Let's see how that changes things. And you go, holy shit, I got better. I got way better. Oh, well, let's figure out what's optimal now. How can I train optimally? How can I eat year round that makes me improve? Give myself a competitive outlet so that there's a goal at the end of the road every year. And you know, all you gotta do is just be like, I can. And sometimes it takes seeing somebody online or hearing about a friend or seeing a buddy do it, and not resenting them for doing what you haven't done yet, but learning about how they did what they did so you can be in a similar position someday. That's what's important. A lot of people resent people and go, oh, it must be nice. You have a trust fund or this, that, and the other. Trust me, I get it, man. I grew up broke. But at the end of the day, at least my thought was like, oh, okay, well, they've put themselves in a position where their kids are now able to be trust fund kids. Well, eventually, if I'm successful one day, I would be more than happy to have a life set up for my children that's comfortable and happy. So why would I judge anybody else for it? And I would just want to figure out how to do it. I guess, yeah, man, there's, you know, people of all walks of life that come from unfortunate backgrounds and have difficult circumstances to overcome. But at the end of the day, I think a lot of it boils down to just your mindset and being able to shift your focus off of like, poor me and why is this happening to me, and moving it over to like, what can I do to make things better? What can I physically do that's tangible that will change my life? Not like, well, what if this, what if that, must have been nice, I wish I was born rich. You can't change those things, right? So you let go of the stuff you can't control. You focus on the stuff you can control, actionable things, even if you have to write a list down, and take action, man. Take control of your own life. Hold yourself accountable, and I guarantee you your life will change. At least it did for me. So I'm a walking, talking example of it. I know today wasn't too exciting or thrilling. It was just a simple Q&A, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this. These are always fun to make. Sometimes the lifting and stuff is always fun and posing and doing all that, but sometimes giving you guys a little insight in the way my brain works or what's going on in my life personally is fun too. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I got a cool video lined up for next week, so that'll be fun. And I'm really trying. I have a guy now that's going to help me edit my videos so I can get 2 videos out a week now throughout the rest of this prep series. But we're 7 to 9 weeks out. Really looking forward to competing here soon and showing you guys what I've been working on. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please like the video. Please comment, share. Do what you can just to help spread the word. The channel's been growing like at a solid pace, and more people are tuning in every week, which is awesome, and I really appreciate it. And if you guys are shopping for clothes or supplements or whatever, use code Johnny, baby. It keeps the dream alive for me, and also you'll save some money as well on your end. So much love, guys. I will probably just finish up today. I got a meal left, and then relax. Today was a rest day. That's why I'm not filming a training session. So I'll probably just relax, kick my feet up, and gear up for the week. But I want to do multiple days of vlogging this week so you can see a few days in my life. So that'll be cool. Stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Much love. Peace.